Hello! This is a video about how to install an isolator combiner. Recently bought from Helloo Technologies a battery isolator combiner, and this is it. I cannot recommend this device highly enough for people who live full-time, even if you also have solar panels. Battery isolator combiner BIC 95150B. So there's that. You have your ignition batteries, and then you have your house batteries. For me, my house batteries are right here, my ignition batteries are right there. It comes, looks like this. You run a wire from your ignition batteries to your house batteries. When the van is on, it combines the two so that when you are driving, you are also charging your batteries. When the van is off, it isolates the two so that your ignition battery is not being drained while your house batteries are being used. So you're never going to run into a situation where you've drained your house batteries and you didn't know, and then you also started draining your ignition battery and you can't turn your van on. So it is an isolator, isolates the two, combiner, combines the two. If you've watched some of my videos, you know I am not super familiar with the electrical setup. My friend Ben is an electrician, and he helped me out installing the isolator combiner in my van, and this is how we did it. Your first step, we ran a wire from the breaker box to the isolator combiner. So we had to drill a hole through the actual frame of the van, or the body of the van. This is the part I really don't understand, but essentially, you connect the battery bank, which is your house batteries, to terminal A on the isolator combiner. Then you connect the car battery, your ignition batteries, to terminal C. This is the white wire going to the negative terminal. The red wire is connected to the battery, terminal A. And then it goes to, don't distract myself, terminal C, which runs here through to this breaker here. I can flip this to restart it, and then it runs from there all along here to the positive terminal. Then there are these three little terminals on the side. You don't have to connect any of these except for the bottom one, which you connect directly to the body of the van as the ground wire. There is this wire here. It's difficult to see, but it goes to the ground, which is right there. The ground, which is right there. And there's a fuse here between the ground and the isolator combiner. They include a little bit of wire for you to do this in the packaging. In the instructions, it says you need to have at least 15 feet between the isolator combiner and the house batteries. They're trying to distribute the current more evenly over a longer stretch of wire rather than having them really close together. When I spoke to the guy on the phone, he said you can also install a fuse in line with your wire, just in case. I've never had a problem with my isolator combiner tripping the breaker or causing anything to short, so I think the way they've designed it, having that 15 feet of wire in between the two is enough. So if this is confusing to you, it's a little confusing to me. This is a diagram that they include here, which kind of explains it a little bit better. Here's the starter, here's your battery. Then you run a fuse, or what I ended up having was a breaker, to the terminal C. Here's the isolator combiner. Then you run a wire from terminal A to the alternator, and through there, this is the long cable or the fuse or a breaker, but we just used a long wire, to the battery bank and breaker box. So this switch is automatic. So when you turn the car on, they're connected and they're charging, and when you turn the car off, they're undone. Here's the ground wire. If you're thinking about installing an isolator combiner in your van, I would highly recommend going to Helloo and using their stuff. Their website's super old. They're super kind of out of touch with current trends, but that is kind of why I like them. Helloo.com, go to their website. I'll link to the version I got in the description. That's everything. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can find me on all the socials at One Chick Travels. That is at One Chick Travels for Instagram and Facebook. Go to my website at OneChickTravels.com. You can find me on Twitter at Kaya Says. And if you'd like to support these videos, you can do so at patreon.com/OneChickTravels. And if there's nothing else, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.